I love the start of this passage. It sounds so fake. Space scientists? What the heck is a space scientist? You mean like an astronomer? Like what I don't even know what that means, but whatever. It's fine. I don't write them. Okay. Space scientists, all these people, planted seeds of this thing in samples of lunar regolith, the surface material of the moon, and serving as a control group in terrestrial soil. Okay. They found that while all the seeds germinated, the roots of the regolith-grown plants were stunted compared with those in the control group. So I'm already going to start doing a dumb summary here. So regolith, worse than soil, regular soil. Right? Stunted means kind of held back, stunted. Moreover, unlike the plants in the control group, the regolith-grown plants exhibited red pigmentation, reduced leaf size, and inhibited growth rates. So that's all that they're worse. Indicators of stress that were corroborated by post-harvest molecular analysis. So the regolith is bad. That's what I get. Or worse than the soil, at least. Those are the choices. It describes an experiment that addressed an unresolved question about the extent to which lunar regolith resembles terrestrial soils. Is it really an unresolved question? Like we were like really worried about this and they did it? I mean, it's definitely an experiment. Is it unresolved? I mean, do they really say that we didn't know this before? They said that they did this experiment, but maybe we already knew that the plants wouldn't grow and they were just repeating another experiment. So I don't know. And resembles, that's a very visual word, right? Resemble is to kind of look like something else. Is it really about how it looks or kind of more like its chemical properties? I don't hate this answer, but I don't love it either. So that just means leave it in. Let's see what happens. B, it compares two distinct methods of assessing indicators of stress in plants grown in a simulated lunar environment. What? What are the methods? If you can't name the methods, then you're done, right? It compares two distinct methods of assessing indicators of stress. No, there's a lot of methods, right? They talk about the red pigmentation, the leaf size, the growth rates, the roots. There's lots of methods, so no. C, it presents evidence in support of the hypothesis that seed germination in lunar habitats is an unattainable goal. Wow, I'm going all over those words. Well, no, they did germinate. The seeds did germinate. They didn't germinate well. They were kind of stunted, gross-looking plants, but they germinated. They were real, I guess. So this is just wrong. I don't know. D, it discusses the findings of a study that evaluated the effects of exposing a plant species to lunar soil conditions. So, okay. Is it the findings of a study? Yeah. Evaluated the effects of exposing a plant species, this whatever, Arabidopsis thaliana, yeah, to lunar soil. That's the regolith. Yeah. So to me, this is where if I do a filter, right, a filter using this dumb summary, I get rid of two really bad choices, B and C. Then I need what I would call a wedge to split choices A from D, right? They're both similar. But what makes them different? Well, A is focusing much more on the question, and it just has this word resembles terrestrial soils. Again, it's not about how it looks. It's about the effects of growing things in them, right? Like that seems better. If nothing else, A introduces this idea of the unresolved question. D doesn't. So I could go check. I already did. There wasn't really anything that said it's an unresolved question, but even if I was worried about maybe I'm missing something, generally speaking, go with answer choices that are weaker, vaguer, blander, that don't have as much information. They're more likely to be right. D is right here, if only because it says less. It says exactly what it needs to say and nothing more. A says a version of what it needs to say and adds on things that aren't there. And you might not be able to find exact evidence in the passage one way or another, but if you got two answer choices, and one seems to be more detailed, one seems to go a bit further, odds are good that's actually wrong. And that's counterintuitive. You want more detailed answers to be right, but if you can't find the detail in the passage, then we shouldn't have put it in the choice.